Hello, Fringers. The following podcast may not be suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised. Tonight. God damn it. Well, you have until January 22nd to use that in the chat. Terms of service.
To use what? Can you be more specific for the podcast listeners?
Yeah. Well, you can just look it up online. Yeah. Remember from last week, we want to be banned in Texas, not all of Twitch. Texas.
It's a T word.
Also true. Also true. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing tonight out there? Welcome into Angel City Stories, where we play Identico, a cyberpunk role-playing game for all you beautiful people out there. Tonight is the season finale. Season finale. This is our 23rd episode, which ironically just perfectly lines up with how many normal episodes are in an American TV series. So it's a season finale. There you go. Look at that. Planned it.
Yay.
I planned it. It's all in the head. That's why I don't have any hair, because it's got my big brain. Not male pattern baldness at all. Anyways, but it is the season 1 finale tonight. Next week is Merry Heistmas, which Alex will be running the show for that particular one. That one's going to be fun. And then after that, it's Honey Heist. You see a theme? We got a theme going. It's a Honey Heist with Cassie running us as the GM. So that one's going to be fun. So can't wait. Cannot wait. But I'd like to introduce the people with me tonight for the show. And I'm doing something a little bit different because I'm going to start all the way to my right. Because as just announced yesterday on Twitter, he's running for Congress in the state of Georgia. It's Pete, playing Buddy Boy.
I don't want to live in Georgia, but pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
Do we have 2 political candidates on cast? I mean,
Speaking of our second political candidate in my northeast, CNN is now projecting that the Electoral College has reversed all of its votes, and now we have Muffins as the 46th president of the United States. Joe, would you like to speak on this, sir?
My rule will be harsh but fair.
Fantastic. Joining Muffin's cabinet, she is the head of Parks and Recreation. It is Wild, playing Eve.
Please make sure to clean up your trash when you're hiking. We do not leave anything behind. Only memories. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Leave it better than you found it. 2.
Poop for fertilizer.
Poop the fertilizer.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. There are
that.
toilets for a reason.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that.
Okay, cool.
All nature.
Pete, I can reach you.
To my northwest, he's drafting up our articles of separation right now. Right now. He's writing them right now. It's Alex, playing Titus Alston.
Can we just quit this country? Is that a thing?
I just said you're writing up the articles of separation.
I didn't realize it was that easy. I'll be right on that.
Look,
apparently it was.
As president, I'm going to be directing Eve to set us up with some bear cavalry. So what is he going to do about it? We'll just stick our bears on them.
Yep.
Wait, is this like when Michael Scott declared that he was bankrupt? So we're just now declaring that we're running for office and declaring...
This is Identico, man. We can declare anything we want to. This is how this works.
Valid.
I won the election.
Yeah. The United States of Cascadia right here. There you go. Oh goodness. And last but not least, she is our press secretary, and she's telling you all, if you don't agree, get in line and fuck off. It's Cassie playing Katassi.
The direct quote is "Die mad about it."
There you go. And that is the cabinet, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mallow. I'm your GM, and peace. Quick bit of housekeeping on top of the special content that you guys have coming for you. We are going to take just a little bit of a break after the first of the year to everybody, so that everybody can recharge the batteries and stuff like that. We'll keep you updated both in the Discord, which should be down below. Click on that. Join if you're not already a member. It's in the show notes on YouTube and in the podcast form as well. So we'll keep everybody up to date from there. We'll probably do some fun little streams in between, but just keep a lookout for that. We do, though, have additional content that we will be editing and putting out in the time that we are off the air for that bit. So look forward to that as well. We had a charity game that Alex ran for some people earlier this year. And then there's been talk about a little bit of a crossover episode going on here. We might, like, Hades might be in the spotlight for a crossover episode. We'll see if we can make it happen with everybody's friends. We got some friends of the show that want to get in for a one shot for that one too. So many things to come up. On top of that, there is a short story featuring Katassi that will be released probably sometime around the holidays as well. I'm about 3/4 of the way through that. I'm very excited about this one. It's a lot of fun. So look for that, because we're going to put it out there. There is also more and more things going to playidentico.com, including more of the stickers and more fun stickers. You can also get the pens. Look at that. Beautiful. Everybody loves the alien pen. You can get the core rule book. Very nice. Very nice. Everybody's got one. Look at that. Hey, marketing +2. And then on Amazon.com, you can get In Defiance Chaos, which has a lot of implication on Season 1 and Season 2's content. And I just threw that over there, even though I forgot I'm going to need it later. Yeah, and we got more music coming out soon, too. I think that's all the announcements. Is that all the announcements? Yeah. So stay tuned. We got Merry Heistmas next week, Honey Heist, and a giveaway. So you get a giveaway for Honey Heist as well. And I think that's about it, right? Did I cover everything?
So I'm getting a spin-off story, and we're releasing a bop. Did Identico just save 2020?
Yeah, I think so. We've been doing our best. We're 23 plus episodes into this. We are trying to salvage this fucking trash fire of a year. So we're going to do everything we possibly can.
We are 79 years ahead of schedule on the timeline, so...
Yeah. I'm just saying, we're doing our best. We're doing our best to save this year. In fact, it's true. I even have all the notes for the story right there, too. So it's all done. We gotta put it together. So look for that here soon. Cool. Welcome into the chat. Settle in. We got a couple hours worth of story for you tonight. Get excited. I think that's it. I think that's all we have to talk about. So let's do a little recap of last episode then. Who is smacking things? What are you smacking? Who is smacking things on their keyboard right now? Joe, are you?
Why you go to me? Why you gotta go straight to me? I feel so attacked.
We're assuming it's always you.
It's a pretty good assumption, actually.
I feel so attacked.
It was you, wasn't it?
No, but now I'm gonna.
Not the
RTX
same.
voice on.
And
I
that
know.
concludes the ASMR portion of our stream this evening.
Oh goodness, we just hold up dice the whole way. It's just, and we do. There's your ASMR for tonight. If we ask nicely, maybe Pete will talk in the small voice for us too.
Hi.
Thank you, sir. All right. So last episode, the team has joined forces with Noelle Juliet with the amazing but fantastic way. With the amazing and fantastic job of bringing down Benevolent. You guys is like doing this like threw me for a second. I was like, what hand signals, what gang signs are we throwing up already? Is this, I don't understand.
Those are joining forces.
Oh, okay.
I'm testing TOS with it.
For those at home that are listening to this on the podcast, you're not missing anything. Don't worry.
Sorry, it's not my stream. My channel.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look, I'm just happy my hair stopped being straightened before we played this, because this might have gotten us in trouble if we.
Yeah, I think it could have actually.
You should have shared pictures. Oh my God, words.
Oh, I have them. Oh, I have it. Hang on.
Oh God.
Yes, please. Thank you.
The team joined forces with Noelle Juliet. He's got a hate boner on right now for Benevolent. Is that terms of service? I don't know. Who the hell cares? He's trying to bring them down because they're just bad people. The team's first mission took them to a news station up north where they bribed their way in, saved Ben from being exploded a little bit, got in, got out, but didn't cover their tracks very well. So then Eve sent Ben in there to basically clean up after themselves. We'll see if he was successful.
No.
Ben is in many places at once now.
So if I just announce that I'm omniscient, do the same rules from previous still apply?
After their heist at the news station the next day, the team ended up at an office complex down south that is being temporarily used by Benevolent. After their main office in Vancouver was blown up by none other than Noelle Juliet himself. Titus and Muffins made a few friends out front while the rest of the team searched upstairs and in true Angel City fashion decided to just take the servers rather than actually break into them. So they made their way throughout the night with several wounds for both Titus and Muffins, sadly. But they're all still alive. They're all still alive. They're making their way throughout the city. And so I'll give it to you guys, just like we did last time. Do we want to pick it up the same night, or do we want to pick it up the next day? It's up to you guys.
Well, would you say we were making our way downtown?
You guys were not walking, though, this time. You were driving fast. You might have been homebound.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to...
I mean, if we want to totally gloss over the fact that I shot Titus in the leg allegedly shot Titus in the last session, that's fine by me.
Allegedly.
It was chaotic. There were bullets flying everywhere. You can't prove that came from me.
Yeah.
Really? Because I recorded it with my eyeballs.
He did.
Could have been edited.
And I mean, everybody that watches the show can just go, they can run it back. It's okay.
This is no deep fake operation there, Grifter.
That's exactly what they would tell us if it was a deep fake operation.
Conspiracy theory right there from the press secretary. We haven't come up with a good new character type in a while, so I think press secretary might be a new character for us. I like that.
I don't know. That one might be a little too on the nose given the last couple of years of politics in this country.
Let's give it a good 5-year buffer.
Yeah, I think we may need to wait.
If we made it now, we'd have to make it with like sledgehammer hands.
Well, to go against the notary. Yeah, to go against the notary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chat's like subscribes to Catassi's newsletter. Yep. All right. So you guys are going back uptown. We won't say that you are making your way uptown, but you are headed back downtown or uptown, maybe. And do you want it to be later that night, or do you guys want to go and take a long rest, basically? It's up to you.
I need to reset my spell slots, so...
Didn't somebody get blasted in the chest for like 35 damage?
Yeah.
Probably just sleep it off. I'm just saying.
Yes, that's what we do with very grievous chest wounds is we go to bed.
Look,
In Kentucky / Russia.
Long rest.
It's merely a scratch.
you're talking about muffins, and I'm just gonna say there's a lot of armor missing off of muffins right now, and I'm gonna just basically just fill all those in with like welding stick.
Bondo?
Just fill it in.
It's just Bondo. It's Bondo and duct tape now to fix muffins.
Spray painted up with camo markings.
JB Weldon baling wire.
Your dad reincarnated.
All right, so we're going to, for those folks that took wounds, you have fast patch with you, so you are able to stop any bleeding and things like that, but you are going to be hobbling for a little bit, or at least Titus is. Muffins is, I mean, other than armor, Muffins is okay-ish. So the next day, I'm assuming then is where we want us to pick up? Okay.
Sure.
So my assumption then is Muffins went back to his garage. So Grifter and Muffins are at the garage. Bun, Eve, and Katassi are back at the dorm. Or did you take the servers back to Titus's place again?
I think I'm going to need the time and peace and quiet to truly meditate.
Yes. I will defer to Katassi for where the fuck these servers should go. Because clearly I don't know what Metal Box does.
Bunny Boy's just a mule at this point.
I have electronics trained, and I don't know why I'm so bad with electronics, but...
Spend some time
Hang
with
on,
the
hold on now. You've been fantastic with lockpicks, which is what electronics has mostly been used for. You were really good with the gator. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's okay if you don't know the insides of the computer. I'm just saying. Not everybody can do the inside of the computer.
True. Good point. But don't let that keep you from building your own PC at PC Part... Okay.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
If you want to be.
If you want to be, give us a call. We're just continuing that from last week.
Any sponsors, if you want a cold read, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Go ahead, sorry.
Lixie says checking an email with this group results in double-digit body count.
Right? Yeah, they're right for the most part.
He's not wrong.
All right.
Driving to the grocery store.
Yeah. It depends. If Eve's driving to the grocery store could be fatal.
I advocated for driving lessons, and I have yet to get them.
Well, it's interesting because you guys are now all level 4. So if you would like, Eve, you could put points into driving if you would like to.
I could.
You could. It is true.
That is a possibility.
Yes.
That's totally a thing.
You also have each 5,000 rep at level 4. So you have ways to, use that to your advantage down the line as well, if you would like. So if you need to throw around a little influence, you know what I mean?
Wait, what was that?
What? ID points for rep?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Each one of these missions you've been gaining reputation. You can spend that reputation on basically things like advantage, disadvantage, finding out information, using contacts. There's a whole host of it. You can find it on page
76.
Nice.
Good. I'm glad I marked it in the book that I threw across the room. Cool. Thank you. Page 76 of the core rule book. I had it marked perfectly and everything because I was like, we're going to have to go over this at the beginning of the game.
There's consequences for Flair, man.
Then you
I'm
threw
just
your book
saying.
across the room.
I did throw my book across the room. This is what I get for being an entertainer. Oh, goodness. Newegg, please sponsor us. I'd love that. Cool. So, let me get this straight. Let me set the scene now that we've been goofy for a second. The boxes are going back to the dorm. The three of you are going back to the dorm. Titus is going to go mend his wounds, and Grifter's going to go mend Muffins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. One other... Oh, go ahead.
Can we stop and buy Titus a bottle of aloe vera on the way home? Because I'm sure plasma burns are a little touchy.
They weren't plasma.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were.
You shot me with a minigun.
It's a plasma minigun.
Damn it.
I know. We gave him that 3.5 years ago, and every time that he makes muffins,
forgot about it.
yeah, every time he makes muffins, he brings it back in some capacity. So that was the first
Again,
thing he bought.
We've discussed my ability to remember anything that we've done over the last 5 years.
True.
Let that shot in your leg go to your brain, too.
Another piece of information that I would drop too is that at the end of last episode, Eve, you got a text from your contact Felipe that basically just said, "Girl, we gotta talk," and that's it from that one. So, Titus, you will be up to full hit points again by the morning.
You, sir.
Grifter, you've got to like physically heal Muffins, and so let's talk about that for a second. How much money you want to spend on getting this fixed?
How much is it going to take for me to fix all of it?
About 10 grand if you're going to do it properly. Or you can go scavenging. One of the two.
I'm gonna spend the 10 grand.
All right.
Because this is my baby. But I definitely want to source a cheaper way of doing this.
Okay. Give me an underground roll.
Oh, the one thing I suck at. Not good. So we're gonna go with a whopping nut.
Okay. So it is going to cost you the 10 grand. And you know that scene in the first Fast and the Furious movie where they had all the car parts in that one truck, but it was piled like, twice the height of the truck and all like that? Like, that's what shows up at your garage to basically help you repair Muffins.
That's fine by me.
Okay.
Metal's metal. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We'll
All
make
right.
it work.
Okay. Katassi, Eve, or Bunny Boy, which one do you want to go first?
I'm hacking some service.
Okay. You know what to do.
Engage hackathon.exe.
Exactly.
Can you teach me?
Own it.
Ooh. Wait, is Bunny Boy going to spend his points in the computer systems? Is he also going to be in the computers?
Oh my god. Bunny Boy and Digi.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Digi's the manager of leadership or learning and development at Katassi Inc.
Okay.
So he'll actually be leading your training.
I've never met him, but sure.
Now I'm just imagining Digi, this derpy looking unicorn with one of those like scholarly hats and a robe on.
There's also a monocle in my brain.
Okay. All right.
It's looped artfully off of his horn.
Yeah.
So it just like hangs to one side.
Okay. So while you are in the middle of doing this work, you can project to Bunny Boy like what you were doing at the same time. And then as part of learning with that one, Bunny, you can put your skill points into networking or software, depending on which one you want to do. Or a little bit into both, whichever one you got going on from there. And that will be sort of you learning how to do what Katassi does from there. You also
Sounds good.
You also with your electronic skills, given the right workbench, might also be able to replicate the sort of digital fog, sort of hard drive like thing that you guys have, or more importantly, that Katassi's been holding. So, just a thought.
Nice.
If you want additional things to do with your electronic skills. So, Eve, on the side, we're going to split a little bit here. Katassi, go ahead and give me 3 software roles as you're doing the hacking. Eve, what would you like to do?
This is after our shenanigans. Is it where it's the nighttime, right?
It's the next day.
Next day? Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure. Well, I have a question, and it's not completely related to what I'm going to do next.
Okay.
And I know that sounds false now because I've said it and also pointed it out, but whatever. So in order to use a ROV, is it piloting?
No, piloting is like flying a helicopter.
Or drones.
Okay.
Yeah, drones or helicopter, jet.
There is no particular skill for ROVs. It's a whole process.
Yeah.
Oh, there's skill.
Yes, but it uses your skills once. So the way that you have to do it is you got to get
Tune.
Yeah, you basically attune to them. You have to get a tech head where you can plug in. Most of the things that you use to actually pilot the ROV come in a like briefcase or almost like small suitcase form that you can carry with you, and that'll get you about 4 miles of like broadcast distance. And then you are literally putting your consciousness into the ROV. And so it's using all of your skills. So if you're very agile, then you would know where to react and things like that. Now, you are enhanced by the type of ROV and the type of equipment and things like that you have. Muffins is more like a walking tank, but you could be walking ninja chick if you want to, right? Like there is, and if you've read In Defiance of Chaos and things like that, you know that there are many types of ROVs that are being used all around. And so you can make small ones, big ones, all sorts of things. So,
Hey, Muffins is
Thank
not
you for
just a
clearing that
tank.
up.
Sometimes she doubles as a jukebox.
and the thing about it is if we're about to have 2 ROVs on the team, it's just, I'm gonna need a moment to just like get all up in my feelings. It'll be fantastic.
Well, if you quit shooting up muffins and then I can finish cupcakes, we'll have 3 ROMs.
Titus, would you like to give him your rebuttal on me shooting up muffins?
No, I think you've got this one. This is fine.
Okay, thank you. All right, good. Anyway,
Look, I'm just saying, if Titus was a ROV, that probably wouldn't have hurt as much.
Eve, you were saying?
You know what? You're probably right.
Yep. Go ahead, Eve.
Don't worry.
I can't do my actual big sigh into the microphone because the same effect won't come through. Just know that I sighed really, really big and I rolled my eyes at you, Joe.
Here's what I'm gonna say, Joe. There's always next week.
I knew you were gonna get revenge. You're probably gonna start out as we open tonight. Muffins takes one to the leg.
No, not my plan.
I'm gonna check up on Ben.
Okay.
Send him a message, and I'm also going to send Felipe a message back.
Okay. Let's handle Ben first, maybe? You want to do Ben first? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you message Ben?
Wanna grab a coffee?
He writes back, it just, a couple dots, he writes back, okay, time?
Same place, same time as last
Time.
time. It sounded really dumb as I said it. There's no cool way to say things for me. This just doesn't work.
All right. He writes you back and goes, cool. Class almost done. Be there soon. So he's trying to really quickly type to not miss paying attention to whatever he's paying attention to in class. It sounds like.
I was also trying to make sure that it wasn't some rando who has his phone. So, hey. So he can text like that, but also I don't trust it.
Okay.
Don't trust like that.
All right. Do you want to fast forward to getting to the coffee shop?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, we can hold off for a minute too, if you want accompaniment, because we can go back to Katassi here and see what we got on these rolls.
Actually, it might be good to have accompaniment of somebody who knows computers, because I will probably need to be able to speak those.
Okay.
Muffins knows computers.
And not muffins, because I don't want bullet holes in the computer.
What? Muffins isn't allowed to get a coffee?
And by Muffins knows computers, he means Muffins routinely face plants into them.
Now I'm just picturing Muffins sitting in a much too small chair with a little cup in her hand. Just pouring it down the front of her LCD screen.
I'd like to log that request as a sticker.
Okay. Oh, just the muffins. I already had to talk to Dylan today. He's getting me some additional art from it, so I'll have to see if he can give me that in a piece of art as well. Oh. All right, Katassi, what'd you get on some software rolls? Uh-oh.
5 and 2 8s.
Oh, no. Pete.
Does that include your bonus?
Yeah, it was initially a 2 and 2 5s, so thank you. Thank you. Right through the heart.
Stop being bad at rolling.
You spoke and you exist, so dice are crap.
Pete, you're not exactly impressed at the moment as to what's going on. It looks impressive, but it's not really going. It's not going for it.
Digi's just playing Minesweeper.
So I'm there, seeing this go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm probably just gonna stand there and be like, "Looking good. It's going." Yeah. How long does this normally take to download onto the RAM?
I don't know how long that takes.
Whoa.
But this takes roughly as long as it takes me to get decent rolls.
Well,
We
I
could
don't
be
know
here
what
all
you
day.
mean by that, but I know an egg roll place down the road.
It was a very awesome Digi comes up to you as you're kind of trying to go away at this, and just kind of taps you on the shoulder, and it's hang tight, and he goes and jumps in to the server as you're working. The good thing is this is still an air-gapped machine, so you don't think that you've tripped any alarms or anything like that. So good to know. Titus,
Yes.
what do you want to do the next day?
Well, now that my wounds, the fleshy hole that was put in my leg has appeared to is mostly healed. I suppose I'll call Katassi and ask if there's any way I can assist her, and I'll just kind of send out a group test, be like, "We're in a holding pattern. What do you guys need?"
For the rest of you, Gramps text you all and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Do you want coffee?
Sure.
Okay. Meet us at the coffee shop.
Okay, so I will get dressed in not like obnoxious clothes, but just like regular old street clothes, and head that way.
Do you have regular old street clothes? Like, as far as I know, you've got your the ones you wore in the waist. You've got your John Leguizamo get up, and you've got an armor like.
No, I got like a pair of like jeans and a thing, very much like my like character picture at the beginning.
Oh,
that
okay.
Funky leather
All right.
jacket. Just
Gotcha.
basic like. All right, I'm wandering around.
Fair enough.
Katassi would like to request that you pick up some of those egg rolls on your way over. Get the deets from Bunny Boy.
I asked Bunny Boy for an address.
All right. Well, what's the Uber Eats equivalent in this time? Scooter Eats.
It's usually go, but yeah.
All right. Let's go get some egg rolls.
Oh God.
Hey.
What did you expect?
Oh, no, I didn't think ahead. Is what? Yeah. Well, I mean, you're getting Titus to pick him up on the way. I'm assuming, like, you're ordering ahead. Titus is gonna pick him up and bring him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I'm gonna slide him the pin that I get from Bunny Boy. I'm like, "What's the name of the place?" And then I give it a search in the search engine, and I'm gonna send the location pin over to Titus.
Yeah. So basically, Katassi is like sitting here doing like the Doctor Strange kind of thing, and shit's flying around, and all of a sudden she's just like, poink, boom, and then like sends it over to you. And this is a bit of a new experience for you, because I think we established, do the glasses have AR or are they just sunglasses?
No, they have AR. They just don't. They're not like hacker ones.
No, I'm talking about Bunny Boy, because she flung that at Bunny.
Oh, his. Oh.
Wait, what?
Does your glasses have AR in them, or are they just sunglasses?
Oh, dude, they're just sunglasses.
So, Katassi, as you're doing all of this, it makes a lot of sense now why Bunny Boy's just sitting there looking like, yeah, doing good. He can't see a fucking thing of what you're doing. So when you do this and fling it over to his AR, nothing there. It's like it just fell off the face of the planet.
Yeah, I'm air gapped. I don't know what that means.
I also don't know what it means. I've just been nodding and smiling this whole time.
Just parroting tech words.
There is some synergy.
Some synergy in the RAM compartments.
Well, when a mommy and a daddy server love each other very much.
Do they interface?
Yes, they do.
You can't say that on my broadcast, you dirty.
It's not like I said, the dirty S word or that scary I word.
Or the V word.
Ports.
This is a family-friendly show.
Is it?
I mean, I'm sure some families like it.
Fair enough. Okay. So step one, Katassi, of you training Bunny Boy is to actually help him get an interface if he wants to see things. That'll be step one you're going to have to help him with later. But we'll just say that you're able to hit up Titus and he can get the egg rolls for you and bring them over. So, Eve. Then you and Titus are gonna head to the coffee shop. Is my understanding correctly?
I invite everybody in the text.
Party
if you
time.
guys want to go. I do need at least one hacker to go with me. I was just being nice to Titus.
We only have one of those.
I know. I was being nice to Bunny Boy.
You're so nice.
Here's the thing. Bunny is gonna end whatever season we end this show on. Bunny is gonna end with like elite hacker driving electronics. He's gonna be Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, like dangling from the fucking ceiling, just taking shit out of the computer and then up before you even know he's there. And he's gonna talk his way into the building, do the job, and get out. He's gonna be a one-man band.
Basically, if you designed the front end of the PayPal website and then started launching rockets into space 20 years later, that's kind of what this is gonna be. It's an Elon Musk joke.
He was as strange as he was, or is.
Just delete that 30 seconds.
I stopped paying attention to him when I couldn't figure out his baby's name.
Yeah, that's its own glyph.
It's arugula. That's the baby's name.
It's arugula. Okay.
Arugula.
Got it. Good. Healthy for you, I guess. I don't know. Okay, who all's going to the coffee shop so we can play this correctly? Titus, Eve, Bunny Boy.
Wait, Katassi, are you staying or?
I thought you needed me.
I need you.
Okay.
Eve is desperately requesting my presence, and also that's where the egg rolls are going to end up. So your girl is hungry.
Good point. Yeah, if Katassi's going, I'm going. If she doesn't need me to stick around to work on the servers.
I'm demoralized by my earlier attempts at hacking, and I need to step away.
Okay.
Because
Let's go get some coffee.
self-care is important, kids.
Very true. All right. Family time at the coffee shop. As you walk in, Eve, you walk in first, and Ben is sitting there with a cup for him and a cup for you. And then as he sees the rest of the crew come in, he goes, oh, damn it. Okay. And he gets up and he runs over to the bar to start ordering other coffees. So he's got to order 3 more.
Why did you make him such a sweet bean?
Because
you're not supposed to make him such a sweet bean.
I'm just...
Now I have to be nice to him.
We're going to be very sad when Muffin shoots him.
I was going to say, no, it's going to be extra tragic when he takes one to the leg.
We'll have to wreak havoc on Muffins.
It's true. It's true.
I accept this burden.
I agree. My DM is hacking my feels right now. I am upset.
So he comes back about 5 minutes later after you guys have sat down with 3 more coffees. And he looks at you and he sits down and they're just basic lattes. And he looks at you. He's like, I don't know how you guys like them. So I just went with the basics. And then I got you cream and sugar, and then he sets those down too. He's like, okay, cool. Yeah. All right. And he leans over and he's like, do they know? Do they know what you asked me to do? Is it cool?
Honestly, I don't know if I told them what I asked Ben to do.
I don't think you did.
Not as far as I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I tend to leave my quadcom on, so if you heard me talk to him, I guess, but I'm just going to operate on the understanding that they don't know what's going on.
Fantastic. So I think Has anybody here met Ben? I think Bunny's seen him in class. Yeah.
No, he approached me for like 3 minutes like a fucking creep while I was on a date. And I was like, I gotta go, and ran off like a crackhead.
Yes, that was the first time we saw Ben, I'm pretty sure.
That is true.
And then he skulks around in class. I'm like, what a fucking weirdo, this guy.
That's true. You have no context to what he's doing, so you think he's just creepy. Oh,
Welcome
goodness.
to the experience of every female and assigned female at birth person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we don't know what you're doing, we assume you're creepy.
Fair. It's probably true.
And most of the time it's warranted.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right. Eve.
Controversy gets viewers.
Well, you know, we spit hot fire here. And the truth.
I felt like that needed sound effects.
Just the fire hose right there.
Yes.
Did a dragon just land in our stream?
I don't
We're
know.
crossing the
I can't
streams
see
right
it.
now. It's weird. It's very weird.
I thought that was not a thing we're supposed to do.
We're not, but apparently we're doing it.
Okay, so I'm gonna just like look at Ben really seriously after he asks if they know, and I'm just gonna be like, no?
He immediately like clams up. He's like, "Oh, did I just fuck up? Do we need to go over there? We can go over there."
No, we're fine.
Okay.
I want you to tell me
Uh-huh.
and my friend here how your job went.
I mean, I did the 5 o'clock. Oh wait, that job. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I got the tapes. They're in my bag. And then you
All
realize
traces of them.
what's that?
All traces of them.
I mean, I just took everything. Like I just opened my bag. Like I just opened my bag and just went, and then took them. And then he peeks his bag and there's just like random ass tapes all in there.
Thank you. That's perfect. I'm sorry. Did he take just random tapes that he saw, or did he just take all of the tapes that were the security tapes? Because now I'm worried that he just went in and scooped a bunch of random tapes from the television station.
It's hard to tell because they're not named or anything like that. They just look like, small little like crystallized hard drives. You've seen kind of the same thing before. Katassi's hacked a few hundred of them.
Awesome. I'm going to give you money for a new backpack.
Oh, it's
and
okay.
We're going to take this one.
Okay, yeah, but it's fine. I can just get the backpack back from you later. It's fine. I don't have any books in there. I just have and he like holds out, he like fishes in there and like one tape falls out and like pulls out his tablet. He's like, this is all I needed in there anyways. And he's like, it's fine. And he just sets the tablet down. He's like, I can just get it back from you later. It's fine. It's fine.
You dropped a tape.
Oh shit. Like leans down and puts it and then like zips it back up really quickly. And he just like slides it over to you. But like when he slides it over to you, he puts the bag back down under the table and then tries to like coolly like spy wise with his foot just go to you. But it just sounds like a bunch of tapes rattling inside of it. So it's just like a bunch of like plastic and glass just moving around in there.
Ben, have you ever done drugs?
No. Well, I mean, a little bit, yeah. I mean, I've done smoke some stuff and all,
I'm just making
Who
sure
hasn't
that you
in high
weren't
school, right?
sold oregano or something in a parking lot somewhere because you are precious.
No, I don't like oregano on anything really. It's not good. Kind of gives me heartburn.
That's
It's
good
like,
to know.
I've got the gene that makes oregano taste like dish soap.
And everything that has it in it is trash.
Can we keep a count of how many times Muffins and Joe get attacked this episode?
This episode has been the whole series.
That will only encourage us.
You attack us all season. Literally.
No,
Shot
man.
Titus last week.
Allegedly.
I would appreciate it if everybody in the chat would just reply with Lord of the Ring memes on how many of these that we're up to at this point.
Number 2, my lord.
But yeah, he just kind of looks at you deadpan and he's like, well, I mean, everybody experiments in high school, you know, like it's fine. It's fine.
Well, the information that I have for you in exchange for these tapes is
Okay, and as you're like dragging it out, he like slides over the thing and like starts frantically like opening up the glow and everything, you know, opening up his tablet and is like ready to like basically stenograph this as you're talking.
drugs.
He types it out and he's like, and he types it very fast and he just looks back at you like expectantly.
This poor boy. I'm just gonna say keep an eye on the botany department and start maybe doing your homework so you don't get kicked out of that program because it's an in that you want to keep.
Okay. I should probably get the books then.
You don't have the books.
I'm not even registered for the class, dude. And then he realizes he said that a little too loud, and he like looks over at Titus like, yeah. I'm a botany student.
I just blink at him.
Is it like the cat slow blink?
No, it's just a straight up like a very like even medium haze like
Tink, tink, tink. Well, okay then. I doesn't even have the books.
He doesn't have the books, no.
I'm just gonna drink my coffee.
This is quickly turning into that bonus scene in the Avengers where everybody's just kind of sitting around the table like, well,
Eating shawarma.
yeah. There's egg rolls and coffee.
okay.
And Ben.
And Ben. Egg rolls, coffee, and Ben.
I mean,
I go.
say it.
So Titus kind of like, and then he takes a bite of egg roll.
By the way, they are delicious egg rolls. They're fantastic.
I in fact look at it like, that's good.
It's a bit weird to drink a latte afterwards if that's what you're gonna do, but you know, whatever.
I'm going.
I think I need to hydrate, so I think I just have a bottle of water. Time to hydrate. I lost a lot of blood because of somebody.
Ben goes, wait, hold on. You lost a lot of. Wait, what? At the news station?
Sure.
Holy shit! What did you guys do there? I didn't look at the tapes. I promise, I didn't look at the tapes.
I had them draw blood because I needed a blood test for reasons.
And they fucked up.
Sure.
He just kind of looks at you like he doesn't believe you, but he doesn't know how to like follow up that line of questioning.
We got the scoop.
Still pretty early in your journalism career, aren't you there, Ben?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess she told you I was a journalist for the school paper. Do you go to the school too, or?
Sure.
What are you studying?
Math.
How to
Why
lose
did
blood
you-
efficiently.
Why did you pick math?
He just kind of looks at you and he's like, okay.
I take another bite of egg roll.
He's like, a bit old. Are you a grad student?
Sure.
Awesome, dude. Master's or PhD?
Masters.
Nice. So he's just soaking it in right now. He goes and sips his coffee. He's looking around at the very like different looking group here. I mean, Grifter isn't there either, but like there's a very wide range of personalities sitting at the table with him when he thought he was only meeting with Eve. So he doesn't quite know what to do next.
I mean, I brought them so he didn't think it was a date. And then he bought us all coffees. So then he turned it into a group date. And now it's really awkward and I don't want to just like take the backpack, stand up and abruptly leave. So I thought he would take the hint and drink the coffee and then leave. And go buy the damn... So I'm just sitting here awkwardly.
How much money do you give him? Men. Truth.
Legitimately how awkward I am in person, and I'm sorry.
I love it.
I'm gonna give him 500 souls.
Okay.
Is that fair? Should I give him more? I don't want to like wow him and make him think that I have a shit ton of money. He knows that I needed him to grab the footage from the night that we went to the television station, and he knows that it was really important and that there was a lot of brutal shit that happened.
So via the Quan Han, I'm like, yeah, but Ben doesn't seem like he's probably hip to the going rate for merc work throughout South Angel City. I think if you give him more than $500, he's not going to know the difference.
He's gonna shit his pants. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to go too high, but he also risked his life to get us these random tapes that we don't know what have on them. Woo.
Diddy.
Truth. All right, 500's fine.
He kind of looks at it. He's like, "Oh shit! I can like actually, like purchase. I can purchase one of the books now. I guess it's more than I get from the paper.
How much are the books?
They're fucking expensive, dude. You bought them.
Right, I did. Hold on, let me pull up that receipt really quick.
You know where they're not expensive? PlayIdentico.com. Where you can get the core rule. Okay, sorry. Done.
So this is what Twitch means by mid-roll ads. Product placement too. Eve, I don't think you have a receipt because you didn't legitimately buy the books.
No, I was gonna ask Katassi to
Oh, okay. All right.
the prices of the books so that I could give him that amount of money.
All told, Katassi, when you bring it up, it's about 1,200 souls for the books that they need. Just for one
Alright,
class.
I'm gonna subtly slip that information to Eve.
That sounds about right. I mean, my Bio 110 was 450 back in 2011, so...
It's
And that piece
expensive.
of shit book did not get brought back at all.
Yeah.
And we didn't use it that much either. Anyways, so I'm going to give you 1,200 souls, and you are going to go and buy all of the things that you need for this class with this money. Okay?
He looks at you and he says, cool.
And you're going to not tell anybody about any of this.
No, because I want to write about you guys, because if this is the kind of money I'm getting for one job, imagine like the stories we can put out there for you. Imagine the rep we can get for you guys.
Or you could not do that.
No, I'm not going to name you guys and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like...
Or...
Maybe in a few years.
I mean, just think about it. Like, Angel City Outlaws takes on NGNN. Like, that's a headline that sells papers.
Hey,
Did you just come up with Angel City Outlaws?
He's like, yeah, I mean, like, think about it, right? Like, that would be dope, right?
Hey, Ben, I want you to list off some famous outlaws for me.
He looks at you and goes, like who? Like old timey kind of things?
Sure.
Or?
I mean, you're talking about writing about us like we're famous outlaws. Like, name me some famous outlaws.
Well, they're all dead now. It's been like
Exactly.
but it's been like 200 years.
It doesn't matter. The only ones people write about are the ones that are already dead.
I mean, at least you go out in a blaze of glory. Think about it like... Oof, that's a 1. He takes it to the face.
Does it split like the tamale did?
Yeah. And he kind of looks at it. He goes like, look. All right, maybe I deserve that.
What does a blaze of glory sound like to you, Ben? Because to me it sounds like multiple gunshot wounds to the chest.
Didn't you say you just got shot?
Yeah. But I wasn't happy about it.
I'm just saying Spider-Man had Peter Parker. That's all I'm saying. Ugh.
Yeah, but nobody knew who he was in real life.
They were the same person.
Okay, but I don't want to join you guys. I'm just saying, whatever it
I
is.
don't want you to join us either.
Okay, cool. I'm glad. I'm kind of okay being on the sidelines, because whatever you just had me do at the news station was kind of weird. I don't know if I'm cut out for it. I'm just saying.
Hey, is it possible to have Katassi put like something on his phone?
Like what?
Well, we could tell him it's to like contact us, which it can be, but also to like monitor who he contacts.
So
or who contacts him.
You will have to crack a glow. Mm-hmm. Because unlike Titus's phone, you are not. Yeah, just snap it in two.
Don't, only if you give it to Bunny Boy.
Right. I have to put it in the thing. No. So you have to crack a glow. And when you're in there, then you could do that stuff. You can just give them an app that is like speed dial basically to one or many of you all.
Okay. That might be a better plan. Can that app also have a Trojan?
Well, that's the thing that you will have to do. As I get out my hacking section. If you would like.
Cassie.
I love how she signed you up for that. Okay, standard glow. Got it. All right. You want to do it? Give me a roll then. Software. You don't need network because you're standing right in front of him. Or he's sitting with you all.
A 7.
Right. I'm gonna need you to fire those dice after the break.
Put some more points into your hacking. Many more points.
Listen, Linda.
So you are not able to hack the phone, basically. Not with that. You would have to compile an app that would take a little bit of time, and you'd have to do it off the side, and you could give it to them and try to put it at the Trojan that way. But like straight up just being like doing the intimidation thing of being like, I control your glow, don't fuck with us, is not going to work with a 7.
Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. I didn't want him to know. I just wanted
Okay.
to make sure I could keep tabs on him, just to make sure that he wasn't like accidentally
Yeah.
somehow dumbly doing something with really scary people, because we know that's a possibility.
Fair enough. Yes, Katassi.
Can I actually invoke Control Alt Delete and try and reroll that
Yes, you may.
with a different dice? $18. Haha! Give me that phone, Ben.
You run up against the standard firewalls that are in Glow. Glows are notoriously difficult to hack on purpose because it controls a lot of things in your life. Though it's not an epic fail like you had the last time. So, to give you an idea, a basic Glow, your standard Glow, has an intrusion rating of 25. Which is why he's telling you to put a lot more points into your hacking as you level up.
I'm trying.
Fair enough.
Thanks for trying.
However, if you want to give him an app later on that does some of the things that you're talking about, you can go and compile it off to the side, and then you can hand it to him. That's one way to do it. And then hope that it doesn't trigger anything inside the Glow.
I'm going to be doing that.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Ben finally takes the hint, though, that his idea is not landing at the moment, and like throws back his coffee and just kind of looks at it, just like, okay, I gotta go. Bye. And then he leaves.
Be safe.
He turns around as he's walking in, and he just gives you a thumbs up. And then you see him like walk out of the coffee shop and turn and walk up the street. So he's not headed
He's
back to
gonna
the.
get shot, isn't he?
I mean, I don't have plans on shooting him right now. So unless Muffin shows up, which is a possibility, I guess.
Does he hear an electronic whirring in the distance?
Oh God. Almost feel bad for Ben. Chat's like, I almost feel bad for Ben.
As we see Ben walking
I mean,
away,
at
I
this
want to
point-
shake my head and say, what a simp.
Oh my God.
But I mean that in a positive way.
Only incels use that word.
Oh,
The positive
hey,
ones.
Eve, maybe you should find like a girl to set him up with, or a guy, or whatever he's into, because he seems to be into you, but you know.
That's not my job.
Well, right. But I feel bad for the guy.
I
That's
just want
why
to
I bought
acknowledge
his books.
Eve's
Yeah.
very healthy boundaries.
I understand. I'm just saying. Like,
Thank you, Katassi. Do you know
find him
any
a nice
chicks?
girl.
Do you
No.
know any nice girls? Set him up with a corpo lady?
Who do I hang out with?
your mom?
And what makes you think we know nice girls?
We aren't even nice girls.
Who do we hang out with?
Yeah.
How would I know any? How would I know any corpo people?
I don't know. I was just being flippant. You wanted me to set somebody up with another person.
Eve the matchmaker.
He's got such a
That's-
crush on you.
Okay.
As
That's
Bunny
not my
Boy
job.
said, he's
That's
kind
got
of
big his problem energy.
Look, if
Ben's
it
my
becomes a
partner.
problem,
Not Bunny Boy's my partner.
if it
not
becomes
Ben.
a problem, I'll fix it.
No, we're not shooting Ben.
I didn't say anything about shooting.
That how are you going to fix a problem other than shooting at muffins?
Well, we
Really,
have,
please do
we
tell
have
us.
options: dismemberment, burning, exploding.
stabbing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
None of that involves shooting.
Is this an in-game conversation?
I think it is. I do believe it is, yeah. Why not?
It's not bayoneting them if you're checking for doneness, right?
'Cause I started this as Titus saying to Eve, like, I feel bad for the guy. You should set him up with somebody. After Buddy Boy called him a simp.
That was funny.
I still don't understand why that's a bad term.
I have no idea.
That's
It's
a
just-
conversation for another day.
Okay.
Simple Plan is gonna take a big hit in the stock market.
Also, just to clarify for chat, Bunny Boy can date whoever he wants to.
Including nobody.
This is true. Are you breaking up with Eve?
Damn.
But then how does... Questions for next season. Then how does Eve feel about the Sarah Jane thing?
Oh, I don't give a shit.
I'm sorry to inform you, but Bunny Boy and Muffins have been having an affair for months now.
That is
Yeah, I knew.
flare guns. That is way too flashy a gift to get a friend.
That's why they're penis shaped.
Hey, Sean, we
Yeah.
need to get some telenovela sound effects.
I know. I'm sitting here looking at. I'm sitting here looking at my soundboard, going, I don't know what to do. I don't have. I have Vader air horns, combo breakers. Actually,
so I need to
Muffins
find-
could be the combo breaker, technically, like human, fleshy metal.
We need you some telenovela sound effects.
For real.
That's obviously what's next.
I'm just saying, weapons mounts aren't just for weapons.
That is strange, very strange.
But unsurprising
Why?
at the same time.
Yeah, right.
We love you, Joe. We really do.
Oh my goodness. So what do you guys want to do? Watch Ben leave. You're now
I
debating.
asked Cassie how it's coming on the servers.
Katassi pointedly ignores that question and goes to order a katafi.
I mean, we just need to know when to call Juliet and tell them we have something. I mean,
If I had something, I would tell you I had
You-
something.
I was just asking. I wasn't with you. Relax.
Katassi's feeling very insecure about her skills.
Okay.
Do you talk
Take
about
your time.
yourself in the third person when you say that? Because that's fantastic.
No. Well, yeah. Now, yeah, I think
Look.
I do.
Yeah.
Look,
It's a Dennis
just-
Rodman thing.
I'm just saying that whenever you feel insecure about your ability, just shoot more. You're gonna hit somebody eventually.
Are you revealing
Actually,
that you have
in this
insecurities?
particular case, apply the metaphor to when at first you don't succeed, try again.
Is shotgun hacking
that's-
about to become a thing?
Possibly.
I
Yes.
thought it already was. I mean, it's just a brute force.
I mean, Pete could help you if he had AR and could see what you're doing.
All natural, baby.
You do it in old school style. I love it. Keyboard and everything.
Yeah.
Carries around the wireless dongle.
Right?
A beige clacky keyboard.
Yeah,
I always have Wi-Fi.
it's true. I kind of think of it as like one of those Nintendo Power Gloves, though, and he's like doing one of these things on it. Oh, that's ironic. I'm wearing an Apple Watch on this side, so let's do it on this side. There you go. Apple, if you want to sponsor us.
Then you can go fuck yourself, Apple. No.
Don't listen to him. We'll take your money. Your money's just as good as any of the other places that we'd be willing to
Dirty.
shoot
Get
for.
that money out of here. Get that money out of here.
I have 2 iPhones.
I'm sorry.
That blood's on your
I
hand.
feel real bad
Get
for
outta
you.
here.
But
There you go.
Come on, Apple.
We're starting to get into the real shit now. Starting to talk about it.
I mean, I'm fine with Apple sponsoring us as long as I have a clause that I can talk all the shit that I want to, because there's going to be a lot of it.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of 6 people sitting on Discord, role playing as 6 other people sitting around a coffee table. disgusting things.
Alternately called Joe's salty about something.
Apparently, Joe's not even at the damn coffee shop. He's off.
That's how strong my salt is.
He's off fucking muffins. Like.
Well, not yet. Maybe later after it gets dark.
Yeah. So there you go.
Weapons holsters aren't just for weapons.
Yep. So you guys want to continue, or where are you guys headed next?
Well,
Somewhere.
If I'm done with muffins repairs, I would probably head over to school and try to work on cupcake.
Okay. For those folks at the coffee shop, what do you guys want to do?
I only had plans to meet Ben and grab the tapes. I have to go through the tapes now and figure out if any of them are the footage.
And I need to get back to server hackathon.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Is there like some sort of convenience store we can pick up an AR for Bunny Boy?
Oh, there's like a bajillion of them. If you want
Probably
basic,
a vending machine.
An AR mart?
kind of. I mean, it's like going into if Fry's was a bazaar.
Please. Please
Yes,
tell
Pete.
me that there's like sparkly unicorn AR glasses with like rainbow wings.
Yeah, maybe.
And can I add
The name
flare
of the
guns to
store.
it?
Uh huh. Hold on.
There's a pirate mascot, and it's called Armart.
Yes.
All right, we're done for the night. That's it. We
Telling them
peaked.
the expansion.
We peaked. It's just downhill from here.
The range of emotions that just went through
Save
these
your
6 people.
booty. Spend less looty.
You know what? Though? So going on Sean's thing.
Write it up,
it's obviously our bottle episode, mid-season finale before we do the holiday episode, which is what every sitcom does. Okay. Next week is Christmas, which means this is our bottle episode. We got to save budget.
Just a flashback episode.
That's why there's not too many special effects right now.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get to that later. Oh. The other thing that you have left to do, Eve. So, first we can go shopping for some supplies if you'd like, and then Eve, you also have Felipe if you want to go talk to him.
Yeah, I need to text him back.
Okay.
I don't want this episode to be all about me though, so can we cut to somebody else because I have to like recharge my improv batteries. for
Nope,
a second.
it's all good. We're going shopping with Katassi and Bunny Boy now.
I would also like to shop. Thank you.
Man. You might want to save that for an extra.
Katassi's got to learn you in the ways of the hacking, my friend.
I know, but I'll ask her to verify, but whenever I in IRL shop for stuff, at some point it's like, will you just fucking pick something? It's a whole ordeal.
Oh,
He's a
you're a
collector.
Virgo.
Yes, he is a Virgo. He's a very Virgo. And he
Gotcha.
has lists and spreadsheets, and he will spend months comparing and researching, and it is fantastic to have somebody who does that because I don't have the attention span. I don't care that much, and honestly I just want my thing. And so he will go and find the thing and research it, and he does so amazingly at it. But he is a Virgo.
So what I'm hearing is Katassi's got to basically at least just get you a pair of AR goggles, and then you're good for right now. Like, you don't even get a chance to like do the shop.
If you could pretend like you found them and be like, I got this, I have this extra pair here.
I do actually have an extra pair from back when I was a cosplayer, when I was like just like paying for hacking lessons. Do like cosplay appearances is like,
Just to look to know what you wanted to look like.
first generation AR hackers were like a really popular thing for a while. And so I have some old, they're not first generation, but they're mocked to look like first generation.
Uh-huh.
But that does mean that it's a unicorn snout for each lens with a horn at the top. And there are many sparkles. But it goes with your jacket.
Okay. I mean, That's a way to circumvent this shopping thing. I'm gonna shop for one if I don't give this hobby up before then. But habitual hobby drop.
Are you going to leave it behind like botany?
Oh wait,
nice,
hold on. Is
nice.
Bunny Boy officially transferring majors?
No.
Okay, good. Just checking.
I just
Go to
see
the computer
neat stuff
side
and walk into it. I'm like, I want to learn this, and I get to like the second hurdle, and I'm like, that thing also looks cool. Let me try that.
I feel so attacked right now.
You roleplay what you know.
Bayonets are not for Freds.
Oh goodness.
All right.
All right. Titus, is there anything that you want? So, Grifter, you were working on Cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
How are you getting the materials, by the way?
We had previously discussed that some materials were available in the lab,
Yeah.
so I'm making do with as much of that as possible.
Okay. It's not a lot. It's not great. It's definitely
Yeah,
not
but-
military grade.
I'm not looking for military. If Cupcakes ever takes a hit, things have gone bad, very bad. So I did, if you recall, I bought 3 sappy plates. Those are going to be used as the armor for the torso.
Got it. Okay. So you've got most of the things that you will need for Cupcake at that point then.
Yeah, I think we discussed. Chat can tell me if I'm wrong if they reviewed the tapes recently, but I think we basically said I could essentially construct most of it minus the like the sensor suite and the control suite.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Which I need to go talk to that dude that Hades gave.
Yeah. You'll need to grab those specially for that one. Yeah. Titus, then, is there anything that you want to do, or are you just ferrying people around at the moment?
Well, I'm partially ferrying people around, but since Eve's off to go look through tapes and Katassi's still working on hacking, I'm going to give one more shot at an underworld check because there's something that doesn't... This whole time, Titus has felt like there's something that just doesn't feel right. Like, Noel's not telling us something. There's a bunch of... It's rotten in the state of Angel City. So I'm trying to figure out what's the connection here, right? We had the guy who hired us that led us back to him, and then the plant and Benevolent, and the whole thing just stinks to Titus.
Okay.
He feels like he's missing a variable.
Okay. What are you looking for specifically? What thread do you want to pull on first?
I'm pulling on the Noel Juliet / Benevolent / the gangs, the third eye thread.
Okay.
I'm looking for a connection between all three.
Give me Underworld.
That would be a 17.
You don't have a ton of contacts in that area right now that aren't dead by your own hand half the time. What you could bring up through your police contacts is that they've seen an uptick in third eye activity, and they have moved, they are sort of they're more located around the area where you guys originally got the plant and was doing that job. And they have sort of exponentially grown over the past few months and gotten bolder with some of their work.
Okay.
But in terms of, you don't have a contact at Third Eye because you have no idea where Blizz is. And you don't, as far as you know, Noel Juliet is doing a very good job covering his tracks. If he is telling the truth about just using them as sort of a pawn in this whole thing. Yeah. He's not leaving a lot of breadcrumbs back to him from them, at least.
All right, then I guess I'm gonna just round it off with an investigation check. I want to look more into him and the circumstances in which he left Benevolent. Why has he got such a hate on? Oh, that wasn't good. That would be a 14. So much for the extra points I put in investigation and underworld.
I believe the dice are hating on you tonight as well.
They really are.
Yeah. In what you have been able to bring up in there is he's fairly clean in a lot of ways. And that in and of itself can be troubling, as you know, because nobody is a specter or nobody that is not high up. Yeah. Nobody that is not high up in a corp is a specter to this level. He's not some mid-level flunky, which you kind of, I imagine, kind of knew, but this confirms that he just wasn't out there with his dick in the wind, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So those are two pieces of information you didn't have ahead of time, that what he has done, he's very good at, and you can't find much information about him particular at all.
Okay.
Let's do Katassi next in terms of hacking. I would like some more hacking rolls, please. And you get the help of Digi. So you're going to add +5 to your roll. Because Digi also levels up with you, so.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh, nice. 2 19s and a 24 then.
Nice. Okay. As you are back at the dorm room, and Bunny Boy, it's amazing what coffee does to somebody. Like, it's a completely different hacking section. Mainly because she's moving much faster and things like that, but then also because you can actually see what's going on this time. And it just doesn't look like Jazzercise. It is a bit of a shock to just see things flying around in the air. And for the first time, because Katassi is sharing her view of the world with you through these very sparkly goggles, does Bunny Boy think Digi is because of the goggles and they have unicorns on them? Or does he just think that he's finally starting to see things in Katassi's light?
Like, okay, so the options are, do I think that it's because of the goggles, or do I think that once you reach hackerdom, you see this thing?
Yeah, so as Katassi is doing all this work, you see this derpy, small, just spastic unicorn fly out of the servers and do one of these things around Katassi, and you know, you can't quite hear him perfectly well, but he's like, and it's like going through, and then he like jumps right back into the server and stuff like that, and he comes back out a little bit later, and like Katassi's all excited, and he seems all excited, and then he just jumps right back into it and all like that.
I wasn't warned about this at all.
It's Katassi we're talking about, so probably no.
I would probably think it's a ghost.
Okay.
If he's just jumping in and out of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, it's like he phases into the computer and phases out of the computer like it's nothing. Like it's just a hole in the ground to him.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, okay, if I personally just put on goggles and like saw something jumping in and out of a server or anything, my first thought would be like, this is a ghost. That's the simplest explanation.
Yeah. Okay.
Sort of.
How does when you put the goggles on for the first time too, and this is your first experience, so your first experience with hacking is a complex hack that is happening, and you're seeing the world through these goggles in a way that you've never seen the world before. There are blips and pathways and light sources and things that just aren't there. Like if you take the goggles off, they're not there. You put them back on, they're there. And you take them off, they're not there anymore, kind of thing. You can see the flow of information through walls, which you always kind of, as an electronics person, you always just kind of followed like physical lines. And now where the physical lines would be, you see like illuminated lines, and you actually see the flow of data, where you've just been kind of being like, yep, data's going that way. And using sort of your intuition and your training. Like, it's not quite the Matrix. There's not like ones and zeros over everything, but it's kind of like this, like, I'm imagining like a red overlay, considering that it's a unicorn pair of glasses, so it's like rose colored, I imagine. I'm putting it out there for Katassi. I'm getting a head nod though, so I think I'm feeling the right vibe from her craft work there. So
Whoa.
It's like Tron and Lisa Frank had a baby.
Yes.
Okay. My mind is blown as Pete the Human at this description. I'm just like, what would I think if I saw this? But I think Bunny's a little more like conditioned to accept oddities.
This is basically enabling the anime setting for your surroundings.
Yes.
yeah, it's kind of like it's a little bit like if you've seen Ghost in the Shell. You've seen a lot of them, a lot of the classics by this time of your life. So it's not unfamiliar to you in terms of like what you're seeing, but it is it's definitely new for you.
Cool. I don't know if he can see me. Does Digi acknowledge me whenever I put the glasses on, or can he see me if I don't have them on?
Katassi, have you introduced him to anybody else?
I don't think I have.
Yeah. So Digi sees the world through you and other electronics. So if you're looking at somebody, like the other day when you were looking at Titus and he was all pixelated because of the shield, Digi's sitting there looking at it like he would fly up and be like, you believe that shit? And you're like, yeah. And you're like, yeah. Like, so he can see those kinds of things that are going on at any given time. And so he understands like electronic signatures and things like that. Like, he's a manifestation of a computer program, right? He's a type of AI.
Okay.
So not even Katassi has really tapped into the full extent of Digi, really. It's fairly new to her.
I have a flying unicorn. I don't need much more than that. We
Ghost.
can get a cool like 6 episodes out of this.
Can we stand back to back? Cross our arms.
What, you and the unicorn?
No, Katassi and I, and then have Digi in the back or in front, like with some spilled ice cream on the ground, and us looking down like, and he's like, well, I guess I did it. Cue the laugh tracks.
The hacker buddy cop show that nobody knew they wanted, but now it has to happen.
Yeah.
Need it.
Okay, so Ghost. This is Ghost.
Yeah, I mean that's for Bunny Boy, sure.
Yeah, Ghost.
So
These
as
servers are haunted.
as Katassi's kind of working through these things, she's able, and with Digi's help, she's able to kind of like look through and almost open up one of these server folders like an accordion. And when she opens her hands like this, it's just files after files after files, and they just go boom back. And then she can kind of do one of these things and boom, and they come flying at both of you because you're kind of sharing her space at the moment. So there's like not actual physical wind, but because you are perceiving this, it feels like wind back at you in real time. Katassi, as you're going through a multitude of data, I mean personnel files that shouldn't be personnel files, like they have overreached into personnel files, door access codes, old server technology, network diagrams, not for the place that you were there, but for other places that have been around. You come across a particular note that just says Quickie Mart. And it's a folder inside of a locked folder kind of thing.
Well, I definitely want to poke extra into that.
Okay. The only file in there is an email that is left over. And it says, and it's signed, Sir, we've been in contact with Zydarian Vargor about the research his organization has been doing. And as expected, he is not interested in our expansion efforts. We suspect that he will eventually become hostile. As such, we are working on efforts to neutralize the Ivory Thorn outlets throughout the city in an effort to discredit the group within the underground. We are working through third-party means to ensure this is no longer directed back at us. Signed, Piper.
This is the same guy that wrote the letter to Mr. Cunningham, right?
Yes, it is.
Ivory Thorn. That's new.
Yes.
I'm gonna do a quick cross-reference on that. What do I roll software?
If you want to do that, you would use networks or you would use underground to know where to look. So kind of like Titus does when he's on his glow trying to doom scroll through things. He'd be using underground.
I have 0 underground, so I'm gonna throw into the Quancom while I'm rolling at that and praying. Does anybody else know anything about Ivory Thorn?
I guess we do an underground check, yeah?
Yeah, you would do an underground check.
I rolled a 4. So
Did you ask everybody? Because I can also do a check for that.
if you're on Quancom, I'm putting it through to the group.
Beautiful.
I rolled a 9.
I only know above ground things, and so far above ground, based on this roll, they're second or third floor.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. Titus, did you roll anything?
Sorry, 22.
Okay. So let's go in order then. For Titus, you have actually hunted down Ivory Thorn members as part of your bounties before. They're an organized crime syndicate here in the city. The words or the name Vargor has been brought up a couple of times in terms of the leader of this particular group, though nobody's ever been able to pin anything directly on him. So he's been, fairly straightforward with things. He owns a chain. If you do the work through that, he owns a chain of different companies throughout the city. One of which is the Quickie Marts that you have seen in many places.
Like the place where we get the tamales?
Like the place that you get the tamales.
I'm now suspicious of your tamale friend, Eve.
You leave him alone?
I didn't say I was going to do anything.
You
I'm
leave-
just suspicious.
Leave Edward alone. His grandma makes tamales. I don't think that he's involved.
Let's hope not.
Who hurt you?
Again, I want to clarify. A large sigh.
Can I shoot him just a little bit?
But the problem is,
Oh.
I don't know who Katassi said who hurt you to, because we're all staring
Yeah.
at 6 boxes. One of these days we'll be able to do this show in person, and then we'll actually be able to like look at an individual.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of shooting him? Just a tiny?
I don't want to shoot everyone, so
Okay.
you know,
There
in
it is.
scale.
He doesn't
That's
want to
your
shoot
problem.
everyone.
I feel like we
Okay.
need to get that in writing,
Yeah.
signed.
So that's the bit that Titus knows. Eve, you know that Felipe has sold to the Ivory Thorns as well, and done some of the work for that with them. And so part of what has given him such a large berth in the city is working within the Thorns territory and paying respects, is what Felipe calls it, and making sure that things are balanced well. But his pocketbooks have been lined in the past by several different groups in the city, but he lives in Thorns territory, so he makes sure that he's on their good side. And you've had that discussion with him a couple times.
So I'll share my information with the group.
I will also do the same, just to make sure everybody's on the up and up.
Okay. So it looks like our next conversation. All right, we have to leave Edward alone. How do we feel about Felipe?
I feel like we should shoot him.
Are you trying to kill all of my friends and connections?
I
Or
didn't say I was gonna shoot him.
did you want me to set them all up with girls that I know?
Listen, why are you yelling at me about Grifter shooting things?
I haven't
Okay.
shot anything recently.
Going down the line for
Recently
all
is
of my
yesterday.
contacts and going, what about this person? And then Muffins chimes in automatically every time and goes, I would like to shoot them every time.
But I'm not the one shooting them. I'm asking about Felipe.
All
Do
I'm
we
saying,
like Felipe?
I'm not hearing it.
Trust Felipe. I trust Felipe with my life. Katassi knows his systems.
Felipe knows what he's doing.
Felipe's good. He's a good being. He's very, very secretive, and he is very complex individual, but he is somebody that I trust, and he trusts me.
He's air gapped, as we've learned.
Okay. So why don't
family.
you go? So, Katassi, you have this information about Ivory Thorn coming off the server, so they're involved in this somehow. Is the server make in any way clear how?
I can keep hacking.
I can press buttons. Beep boop boop boop.
I will save you the time to go through the server on that particular one. That most of the other information that is tied to anything on that is corrupted. Not encrypted, but corrupted. And even for Digi, feels beyond repair. That one seems to either have gotten missed in whatever they were trying to burn, or was kept for posterity reasons for whatever. But that's in there, and everything else is just sort of like INI files that are broken and never going to be repaired.
Titus, they did a pretty bang up job of going Genghis Khan mode in here. I think the one that I found they just forgot or overlooked because it wasn't named.
Hey, there, GM.
Yes, sir.
When I was hunting Ivory Thorn guys, what was their general crime? Like, were they guns for hire, drug running, gun running, people running?
It was at most drug running and a bit of racketeering for that. They ran a lot of protection rackets, especially.
Okay.
You know, in their side of the city, they run the Inland Empire, basically. And
Okay, so a lot of Rico stuff.
say that again.
A lot of Rico kind of stuff.
A little bit,
Very
yeah.
organized.
Very organized. Yep.
Okay.
That's the problem with the police department that you know of it is they have a ton of information. They just can't pin it on anybody in particular, except for the guys at the bottom.
So as I'm sharing some of this information to the group, I go, and it's not that they can't pin it on anybody but the guys at the bottom. It's they don't want to pin it on anybody but the guys at the bottom.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm not a cop anymore.
Right.
Okay.
I'll give you guys some time to think that over. We're a little bit past for our bio break for tonight. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 5-10 minutes tops, and we'll close this one out. We'll see you guys here in a bit, okay? Hey, thanks for joining us for tonight's episode of Angel City Stories. If you want to catch us live, tune in every week to twitch.tv/Identico at 7 p.m. Pacific. Now let's get back to the action. And then we eat, sleep, and be merry after Merry Highsmith next week. That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
But
Yes. Butts. Welcome back. So for Merry Highsmith next week, and I'll put this out on the Twitters and stuff like that. Around my house for the holidays, we always do tamales. We don't do a traditional Christmas or holiday anything. We also watch every Fast and Furious movie on binge, especially on Christmas Day. So I want to hear from you all in the chat and from you all at home. Let's throw it up there. Let's start tweeting out the best tamale recipes. Drop them in the Discord. Let's share. I will gather mine as well. We'll put them in the Discord so we can all have a tamale holiday. So.
A tamale?
A tamale day. So, just a note of housekeeping for those folks that have stuck around this far. So, look forward to it.
My culture's being attacked.
Is it? Because a tamale is really just the same thing as many other things around the world. I'm just saying. It's just wrapped in a leaf instead of a banana leaf. It's wrapped in a corn husk.
Yeah.
Just saying. Food's universal, people. It's just beautiful. And lovely. All right. Where we last... Shit's falling down over here. Where we last left off... Cassie had broken into the servers. She had found some information. Titus also found some information. Eve found some information. Eve also kept Titus and Muffins from assassinating everybody that Eve knows and loves, apparently.
Not assassinating, just shooting a little bit.
Yeah. I don't believe that.
Don't give me that look, Wild Pants.
Yeah, she's
I
giving
do
you
that
that
more.
look. Yep. The other bit of information that we want to cover off on, I'm assuming, Wild, you were looking through the tapes from the station.
Yep.
It takes you a while to get through these tapes. It is a lot of really terrible news reports. It is a lot of really bad behind the scenes information and outtakes and just terrible documentary stuff that they tried to do. Exposés, if you will, on the crime and the underbelly in Angel City. You eventually get to security camera footage. And as you're flipping through the security camera footage, there's, the back lot. There's some shady stuff going on behind the back lot. You catch a couple drug deals going down behind it. As you put in the next tape, it shows the front lobby, and it's late at night, and Dylon is there, and he's just bobbing his head, and he's got like a pad in his hand, and he's like doing one of these kind of things. Like you can tell he's practicing.
Cute.
And so he's completely oblivious, but he's, just doing his thing. It's all quiet. And then finally, after about, a couple of hours, you get to the fateful night for you all, including Dylon's fateful moment as well.
Shouldn't have pressed the button.
And so you do, in fact, have the Ben, whether he knew it or not, came through for you.
Thank God. What a good bean.
You have
Fine. I guess I won't shoot him.
If you
It's
shoot,
pronounced Ben.
I'm gonna put his
Well,
name as
obviously,
Bean.
pronouncing names is not in this group's skill set.
This is true.
Titus.
See,
yep.
so him being Bean is fine.
Yeah, sure. You can call him
Muffins.
Bean from now on. He's got a pet
Muffins.
name and everything.
That's adorable.
But this is why he thinks you want to date him. Just heads up.
This is also
That's
true.
still not my problem.
Loving this boundaries energy from you.
Look, if he gets pushy about it, can I shoot him then?
Only if he doesn't take no for an answer.
Deal.
There you
And
go.
it has to be very clearly that I say, okay, fine, you can shoot him. You can't just decide that he didn't take no for an answer randomly.
Fine.
I'll use the code word.
What's the code
There's
word?
a code word?
Cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks.
Oh, that's a dangerous code word around me.
Maybe I should not put it as a food.
With this show, definitely.
Ferox.
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 Definitely
It's
not gonna
wild in
remember that.
Latin.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Definitely not gonna remember that. Might accidentally
I
shoot
know.
him just because I think it's the wrong word.
Also, Ferox kind of sounds like a food that Joe actually really likes, which is Ferox.
What is that?
Delicious.
Do you Xerox it?
Girl,
Is
we
it-
can.
Is it done via Clorox? Is that the original COVID vaccine?
Only if Trump tells you to do it.
God damn it. Botox. It fills in your face.
Botulism, huh?
Botulism.
Ah, great.
Give big
The
ups to
same as vanilla?
marketing. Yeah.
What the hell is that? What is it for real?
What?
The Ferox.
Oh, the food. What is
food.
Beerox? Yeah, what is it?
Right. It's bread stuffed with hamburger and cabbage and onions and garlic, and I sometimes will put mustard in there and occasionally cheese.
Viking shit.
then
Got it.
You seal it all
Yeah.
up, and it's like a pocket sandwich.
So it's an empanada.
I am not surprised.
They're amazing road trip food because you can just stick them in the dashboard when you're driving through the Midwest, and it's heated up and warm in like 25 minutes.
I have a question though. Does the cabbage not make the most rank farts ever? Because I feel like that would be just an awful idea for a road trip.
I've survived Joe. Windows roll down for a reason.
Fair.
I mean, for me, it's not Beerox you gotta worry about, it's gyros.
And double pan fried noodles.
And chorizo.
And chorizo.
Okay.
Speaking
I'm
of
glad
good,
that
this
we've
bus time.
established those ground rules right now. I'm also very glad right now that we're doing this long distance. I don't have to worry about it. In case anybody's had chorizo tonight.
Well, I am gonna help move some stuff for you tomorrow.
God damn it.
It's a great night
Yep.
on the very first episode back from coronavirus.
That's true.
Brew some tzatziki.
It's time to get freaky.
Freaky Stinky Tzatziki.
Wow.
That's my rap name. I called it. You heard it. I called it.
Okay.
It's her Wu-Tang name.
It's a Wu-Tang name. Yep. Okay. We've established that we've gone through this late afternoon at this point. You guys have been at it for several hours.
Wow.
Just no way I can get through that line without something, huh?
I'm sorry.
You knew better than that.
Y'all have really been pounding each other's butts for hours now. You just gotta lean into it.
I guess so. I guess that's what they meant by lean in.
Fornication jokes.
I guess so. Oh goodness. What a great time for us to get rated, by the way.
Yes.
Welcome in.
Welcome to the fornication joke channel.
Apparently so. Thank you for the raid, Kaiser. Welcome everybody. All right, you guys have taken care of all of that. Is there anything else that you want to do today? Because Titus is going to get a phone call in a minute. That's going to advance the storyline.
Uh-oh.
It's the Fire Nation attacking.
It's a Fire Nation. No. Titus, you get phoned up by Noelle Juliet.
Oh, look who it is.
Yeah, look who it is. Have you actually gotten anything done yet?
I mean, we've got a variety of information for you. I'm not sure what you're going to make of it, but I can give you a rundown.
We're not doing this over the phone. We do this in person.
I didn't suggest we were.
Oh, okay.
I didn't suggest we were doing it over the phone.
Okay, fair.
I'm just saying I can give you a rundown of what we've got, but right now there's a piece missing.
All right. Well, come for drinks and food. My treat. He just leaves that hanging.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I will tell the crew that that's what he would like to do.
All right.
Well, shit, if he's buying, I'm going.
I'm wearing my ball gown again.
Got my lab coat on.
You guys are getting dressed up fancy
Can I
again.
borrow a lab coat?
Sure, I got one that I haven't even cracked out of the package.
Perfect.
I'm putting
Putting
on
it over my
fancy-
ball gown.
I'm putting on my fancy combat boots.
Okay, fair enough.
There are sparkles.
Ah, got it. Okay. Fair enough. Pete, I'm just going to assume that you are dressed to the nines and going with them.
Of course.
Okay, fair enough.
Always ready.
It's much later after you guys get decked out. It's much later in the night that y'all go, which is about the normal time that you meet Noelle. It is back in the lobby of the hotel that you have been meeting with him for a while. And he's sitting there, laid back, as cool as ever. And takes a puff of a cigarette. He looks at you. As always, the bar is yours. Welcome in. And you notice,
Hi.
again, there is nobody else in the restaurant.
Hi, whatever Titus says, I definitely did not shoot him.
He kind of looks at you and goes, okay, fair enough.
I think his
Fair
old age is catching up to him. He's got a little bit of a hair trigger,
As in anything in combat, there are casualties and damage. We'll just leave it at that.
Sure.
And he looks around and he goes, but you're all standing, so that's good. Did you cover your tracks this time? I heard about the attack on the office. You guys weren't very quiet about it.
What do you
That's
mean?
kind of a...
Do you have a better way of escaping a news network with all of their servers? I'd like to hear it. You didn't offer a plan.
I mean, you did that, and then you did the office buildings down south. I mean, you guys are making a little bit of a pattern. You're making a little bit of a name for yourself, I guess, in some circles. Bold, though. Bold plans. Bold plans. I like it. You blew things up. I'm a fan. That's all I'm saying. And you got what we came for, I guess. So everybody's fucking paid, hey? Money well spent in my professional opinion. And I'm assuming, Grifter, you've gone off to get everybody drinks because you were just like, all right, bye.
Yeah.
Okay. While Grifter is off getting drinks, he looks at Katassi, Bunny, and Eve, and he goes, I believe I owe you my other half of the bargain. But first, he turns to Titus. He says, I'm going to need the rundown.
Well, I mean, do you want me to actually like go through it? So you just want me to give him everything we've got?
Yeah, give it to him. Give it to me. Catch the viewers up.
So there's a few people involved. The biggest piece right here is that they're using Third Eye and Ivory Thorn for something, which is unclear. We know that they're using Ivory Thorn as a front and their other stuff to move something. We know that they're using the NMIS station to basically paper over anything that would raise any suspicions. Beyond that, you know, I'm sure Vargor's involved somehow.
Vargor. Who's that?
He's the guy who everybody is pretty sure runs Ivory Thorn.
Right.
He keeps himself off to the side.
Big dude.
Disconnected enough.
Big dude, white suit, bald.
Yep.
Kind of got like a thing going on with the chin. That him? Kind of got like cyberware going.
That matched the description that I know of him.
You saw pictures in the police stuff. Like they got pictures of him.
Yeah,
he doesn't exactly hide out per se.
Yeah. Look, I've arrested their people before. I've hunted their people before. Again, something's missing. There's a variable here that I'm not seeing.
Vargor, mob, runs the Inland Empire.
Right, but Benevolent. Well, Benevolent's benevolent. So you tell me, because that's actually where I'm kind of lost.
That plant you stole from me. Where did you take it back to?
Don't know.
Don't know or won't tell.
I don't know. I actually don't know where the plant is.
We
Interesting.
gave back the plant.
Well, who did you give it to?
Oh, the original plant?
Pretty sure it
We gave
was
to the-
Beecher.
Yeah, it was the professor. We gave the original plant back to the professor. As the professor hired us to find his student and kind of him, it was a
And
whole
the
big
plant.
mess. Yep. But we gave the original plant back to Beecher.
And he starts to kind of like, he doesn't have a beard and he's just kind of scratching around, scruff, thinking about it. And as he takes out another cigarette, he starts rolling the cigarette for it. He lights it up. And he just kind of looks around and looks off and he goes, Beecher. Where the fuck have I heard that name before?
Mixed cheese.
And he just kind of looks at you and goes, not the same Beecher I'm thinking of. Just not. That. I don't think this Beecher makes cheese.
Oh, sorry.
You said he was a professor?
Yeah.
at ACU, where you guys are at.
Yep.
Okay. Biology department, plant. Thorns, they run drugs. You say they run cheese now, too. I don't know how that works.
Cheese is a very addictive substance.
Is it?
Have you had their
Actually-
cheese? It's worth killing for, and I have.
Hashtag not an ad.
He takes his cigarette again and he points at you as you're bringing the drinks back and he's like, God damn it, I like you more and more every day. This man kills for cheese. He kills for cheese. That's a level of dedication even I can't do. And he pops the cigarette into an ashtray at there. He's like, Beecher and Vargor are connected somehow. That's all I can think of. Because the plant was taken from a lab in Vargor's area. Because you guys stole it from Inland Empire area, right? That's what you told me?
Yep.
Up around the heights?
Yep.
You find the connection between Beecher and Vargor. And I think we've got what's going on. Because whatever Beecher had, Benevolent wanted as well.
Now, the problem is that Beecher has some sort of corporate backing. I'm pretty sure Benevolent gave him the money for whatever he was doing in the first place.
It's possible.
So I can reckon they're the only ones with a bankroll that big.
Vargor is loaded. He runs significant portions of this city. Does he rival Benevolent in size of corporation? Absolutely not. But in Angel City, he's not exactly to be messed with.
Right, but what is that? What is the bankroll in that level of research? Right, that's why syndicates don't do that stuff.
It's possible.
At least typically.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Who's
possible.
to say that Vargor's not just muscle for Benevolent?
I'm guessing Mr. Juliet would know if there was any connection that direct.
Vargor's mob, you said, do we know what family? Like, is he his own? Like, is he the head of the organization?
Yep.
Or is he affiliated with mobs in any other cities? Because I've done a fair bit of digging into the Chicago mob.
You can roll underground and find out.
Are we all rolling underground?
That's up to you guys.
Sure.
Nope. Super interested in my Long Island right now.
Oh, so you just went and started pouring everything back there? It's fantastic.
Underworld. 25. That's a decent roll.
Yeah. Anybody roll higher than a 25?
No, I got a 5.
Nice.
Grifter knows
Yeah.
how to do two things:
I also got 25.
shoot people on Long Island.
Okay. So, the 25s that are here, Titus, as you're bringing up his dossier, and you're just kind of languidly like looking through things at the table, is it open for everybody else to see? Because you're kind of just having this conversation. So like the glow in the middle, and you're kind of like flipping through the AR basically.
No, I wouldn't like put it on the table because we're still in public. So I would be kind of sitting back in the booth and kind of looking at it, doom scrolling.
So, as you're kind of like going through the thing, Juliet throws down his glow, and it pops up with a picture and a name of Vargor, and essentially he does one of those things, and he goes, "That guy operates alone, as far as I know." And with your 25, Titus, in the same as you're going through, he is a self-made man as far as you know. There is no other connections
So
that
no other mate.
not that your police contacts have been able to find out. Bunny, when he throws up the face on the table, you've seen that face before. Large man, white suit, bald head, metallic jawline. It was brief, but you've seen him before.
That's Sarah's dad, isn't it?
Oh. My girlfriend's dad?
Do you say that out loud?
Didn't she break up with you?
Listen, everybody. Can we not? This is not the time. Damn. Shit, just listen to the man.
Putting the man on blast.
I'm not putting it on
This
blast.
is not about my personal life. What's going on?
I'm just trying to figure out how you ended up dating somebody related to someone who runs one of the largest syndicates in Angel City. That is a
What
type
can I
of
say?
luck.
Look,
That's
Luck ain't
amazing.
got nothing to do with it.
I'm just gonna request that we stop busting my man's balls.
I'm not watching
He's got
balls.
enough going on right now. We don't need to dredge up
about?
his past, his painful past.
Grifter, again, you misunderstand. This is like when Katassi got you guys enrolled in college. This is perfect. Bunny, she seemed like a really nice girl, and you know what? She even took credit for her part in starting that bar fight. And you know what? I think that you owe her a nice dinner.
Can
You know what?
you make him roll bluff?
You can roll insight and see if he's lying.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I will help you get a reservation. And you know what? I might even pay for your dinner.
Oh my god. Titus being suddenly nice is like super creepy.
I just sit here picturing Bunny Boy's like, we're gonna take her out to a nice fancy restaurant. We're gonna go straight Olive Garden. All the breadsticks that she wants.
No. We're not doing Olive Garden.
Okay, I rolled the
We're gonna
16
get you into
on
one
the
of those
insight.
places with a random verb name. You know,
Applebee's.
like
That
flow.
is not a verb.
And they don't have either apples or bees.
Or bees, yeah.
I know. I was promised bees.
I will get you a reservation at a place with a verb name.
I want a reservation at the Spaghetti Banana.
Neither of those are verbs, nor is that a real place.
Gee, listen, you uncultured swine.
In
It is.
99 it can be. Spaghetti Banana lives on.
Oh my god.
You know what? You want me to buy you dinner at Spaghetti Banana? I just think that you should be nice to her.
Why?
She took-
Why are we discussing this right now? Just listen, Rosio, whatever your name is. What else? Come on. What else you got? God, stay out of my personal life. Very private person.
I think personal life wants to be part of this.
Stepped in some shit.
No,
Makes
That's
business a
shit.
pleasure.
You know what? What Bunny Boy did is Bunny Boy tripped over 1 million souls.
Yeah.
And it's sitting right there for him to take.
So you're talking about manipulating this girl for her connections.
No,
You are a sociopath, sir.
I wouldn't manipulate her.
I'm gonna provide Bunny Boy with a Long Island. To call him that.
No, thank you. I don't drink. You, sir, are the manipulator.
It's also good for
Again.
throwing at Titus.
How is it manipulative to tell you to go out with a nice girl who obviously really likes you?
Not getting into the philosophical discussion here. Come on, Romeo. What? Okay,
There is
Romeo.
there is no better time to discuss philosophy than when you're drinking.
Excuse me. I'm talking to our friend Romeo here. All right, Rosacea. What other information do you have?
Juliet is sitting there, just loving it. He kicks back another thing of tequila, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, "God damn, son." Oh, I swear to God. I thought the TV station was going to be the biggest highlight of my week, and now this comes into my lap. This is amazing.
Oh, this is just a Thursday night for us. Here in a minute, if Titus doesn't back off, he's probably going to end up with his other leg shot.
I don't even know why you guys are getting upset.
I tell you what, this
It's
is
okay, Grandpa.
this is the best we've had in a long time. I can't
I don't know
wait.
why you guys are so
I'm just
upset.
gonna casually set, my pistol on the table and kind of slide it towards Buddy Boy.
Like,
My
I don't know
arms
why
are
you
crossed.
guys are
I'm
so-
slouched and sulking.
I don't know why you guys are so upset.
Oh my goodness. I love this. This is fantastic.
I'm not upset. The only thing I'm upset about is I haven't shot anybody in a while.
Okay, well, I can't do anything about that.
he kind of just looks at it and goes, "Well, this just turned our entire investigation around." I'm not saying I'm not going as far as our friend Titus over here and saying you need to manipulate this girl, but if there is a chance that we can have I just calm down, John Leguizamo.
I wasn't wearing that today.
He's seen you in it.
You embody the energy.
Yep. He looks at you and goes, but I do think if we can have a meeting with Mr. Vargor, we might have some information that could be worthwhile to him. And I'm saying a conversation, and he points over to Griffer. He's like, not that right now. Just, I know that's disappointing to hear. Just not that right now.
Thank you for defining it. These people never do, and they wonder why I shoot things.
Fair. And he looks back at you and he goes, "Son, if you have any contact at all, could you get us a meeting?"
Who?
He's looking at you, buddy boy.
What?
You heard me.
What?
You said it was your girlfriend's dad.
I don't know the man.
Well, I'm saying you can know the man. Like, it's not that hard.
Know him sexually?
No. He looks over. No.
The best way to get to a girl's heart is through her parents. Bang them and you're in.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works at all. And he's
you
just
sure?
And he puts the blinders on and he's just looking directly at you, buddy boy. He goes, No, it's a business deal. I don't want to fuck with your look. Women have been a problem in my lifetime, but right now they're really coming up Paisley for me. So if we can get some time with your girlfriend's dad, I can make it worth his time, and we might be able to have some closure to what we're working on right now. And then we could just ask what the connection to Beecher and him are. And then they could shake hands.
I think we broke Cassie.
Okay. So you want me to meet the other guy by talking to my girlfriend into talking to her dad? Oh man, this is a lot. And then it dawns on Bunny Boy's face, slightly, but in his head, just. I mean, this is really rough. I think I'm gonna need a lot up front for this. This is my first This is my first girlfriend that I've ever had. So this is. I'm just so conflicted.
I can make it worth your while. Speaking of which, this has already been worth my while. Hand me your glow, son.
Don't swipe right. Here.
And he takes it and he lays his glow over and then hands it back to you. And there's a significant sum of money now sitting and showing that has been passed to you. And he looks at Katassi and Eve and go, and I owe the both of you as well, I believe. Hand him over.
Sir.
And then he transfers both what the agreed upon amount was to you.
Can you tell me how much it was, or do you want to DM it to me?
Pretty sure it was like $50,000 a piece, or 50,000 souls a piece, if I remember right. Because I think I strong-armed him into it.
Don't I get paid?
Oh, you know that's right. I did not pay you either. Come on in, my friend. And he taps and gets you your payment as well.
Can I fist bump him, do a little finger wiggle?
He fucks it up a lot.
You'll get there.
I'm gonna look at the glow and be like, briefly, just, but then immediately just like, I mean, that's helpful, but I just don't. How could I? I don't know if I could break someone's heart. And this is dangerous.
Think it over.
What if?
Think it over.
I mean,
Here, and he pulls over. He pulls over the. Oh, you want to do a bluff check?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
appropriate.
All right.
All right. Oh God. Oh God. What's it called? Is it performance? Or what would it be?
It could be deceit.
Okay.
You could also try to perform. I'm allowing that because I like performance.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it uses your
all right.
charisma.
Okay. Okay.
Stop it, Wix.
I rolled a 21.
Okay. Noel looks at you and he has, for the briefest of moments, a possible look of actual concern on his face for you, for the predicament that he is asking you to do. And he looks at you and goes, you know what? Think it over, friend. I'm in no rush. This is a complicated game that we're about to play. And we can't be rushing in foolhardy into these things. So just take my payments tonight as good faith. I told you I would pay you up front and I would pay you at the end of a good job. And this has been gold. So take it tonight as good faith. Enjoy yourselves. Get patched up, as he looks at Titus. Think it over. And as you do, you know where to find me. You know how to find me. And think it through. And then he takes the Long Island iced tea, since you're not drinking it, and he starts sipping.
Okay. I'm not going to be a stickler and ask for 10 more souls for that, but okay.
You didn't
Of
pay
his
for it.
booze.
Yeah, of his booze.
Okay. Yeah. I'll think about it. It's gonna be a long night. Okay. All right.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to do with Noel, or are you guys gonna head back to the dorm room?
I would like to point out Wix's statement in the chat of the classic power move of sipping a straw.
Are you making the slurping noises while I do it?
Oh God.
With the eye contact, that's apparently also an important part of
Right.
That's important.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out. Okay.
All right. Noelle just kind of looks at you and goes, well, if we get no further interaction tonight, I think I'm going to go back up to my room then. And he stands up. He's like, enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. I'll be in touch. And
Bye,
he's still carrying the Long Island iced tea with him. He just walks out of the bar with it.
Cheers.
Are you guys going to finish up your drinks and head back to the dorm room or? Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any cool figures or statues?
No, it's kind of bland actually in this particular one. Like it's not the highest end hotel. It's definitely much higher end than most of the like hotels that you've seen, but it's not like it's not the W or anything like that. It's like a step just below that.
So we look ridiculous and overdressed.
A little bit, although so does Noelle Juliet. So, in fairness, you guys all look. I mean, he's in a suit, so take it for what it
He
is.
always looks like that.
Yeah. Titus, if you're taking them back to the dorm room, basically, from there.
Did they drive on their own or did I drive them?
That's either way. Are you gonna take them back, or are they just gonna all gator it, basically?
I don't know. Did they gator here?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Didn't really
Okay.
discuss it.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, actually, I do have the question. So, did y'all take the gator, or is it just the four of you going back to the dorm, or is Titus dropping y'all off?
I mean, I've done a lot of not driving my own car
Yeah.
this game, so I probably I'll drive it.
Okay. So, Titus, I'm assuming you're going off to do whatever.
Yeah, I'll head back to my apartment.
Okay, so you're off to do whatever. The four of you pull up outside of the dorm. You get into a parking space as you normally do outside, curb street type stuff. And as you're walking back to the apartment, Sarah Jane is out on the walkway, not too far away from the sidewalk. So she sees you all pull up. And as you guys getting closer to her, and she goes, "Hey guys, good to see you again." And at that moment, the building behind you explodes, or behind her, really explodes.
Well, good. She's
That's
not looking
rude.
at it. I mean, she's cool.
Yeah, and that's where we're gonna end season 1.
Dun, dun, dun.
Your dorm room just got exploded.
Man,
My yarn wall.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. It has been a fun first episodes. Next week we have Merry Heistmas. The actual mission, Merry Heistmas, will come out the same day as the adventure itself. So look for that at Drive Through RPG. We'll throw out some links and do all that kind of stuff. But in the new year, we will pick up this storyline exactly where we left off of it. So look forward to Merry Heistmas next week, and then we will have Honey Heist right after that, which will have a dice giveaway happening during that show, and maybe some other stuff. We might do some more fun stuff for that during Merry Heistmas or Honey Heist that week. It's so much fun. This channel has grown so much in a very short amount of time. Kaiser, thank you for the raid tonight. That was fantastic, sir. Thank you for everybody that's still here in chat hanging out with us. Thank you for putting up with our very goofy but fun to us at least food talk, because that's what half this podcast is apparently, is food talk. So, you know, no problems with that.
What are the dates for Heistmas and Honey Heist?
So
I'm
Heistmas
putting them
is
in chat.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
And
In
for those
chat.
watching on YouTube or on the podcast, Honey Heist is next week. I believe that is December 23rd. And then Honey Heist will be...
Heistmas next week.
Did I say it out loud? Sorry. Merry Heistmas is next week. December 23rd, and then Honey Heist is the week after that, December 30th. So come and hang out for the new year, basically, for that there. It's going to be goofy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Alex is going to try to murder Joe in between here and there. I mean, Titus is going to try to murder Muffins between
See,
here
now
and...
I may not, because you did the explosion thing. So
Yeah.
So now I'm
I-
rewriting.
Yeah. It's frantically rewriting the thing.
I
So
want to give chat and everyone a heads up. I've played one or two sessions with Alex as the DM, and Mallow is a wonderful DM, and they're totally different. Alex is it's hard for me to know sometimes whether Alex is talking as the DM or the NPC, and he gets very into it. And I really love it. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It's just something different.
Yeah.
A little different flavor.
We will see how next week goes.
Last Christmas was so fun.
yes. Last Heistmas was hilarious, and I expect just as much from this one, given that he's been scheming for a couple months now. So I can't
But
wait.
see, I didn't know you were going to blow up the building and we weren't going to roll right into it. So now I have to rewrite.
Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. I know you can do this.
Maybe I'll just sit down in the middle of the street and start exchanging presents while the building's on fire until season 2 starts.
It's a true Christmas miracle.
Yeah. In fairness, Merry Heistmas is a one shot. I will have a PC. I won't be the GM for it. So it's not connected to canon, to put it that way. But so.
I mean, to be honest, the whole time we've talked about Merry Heistmas, the only thing that pops in my head is me wrapping Christmas lights around my minigun, and when it starts to spin up, they start to just whip around.
We shall see.
Oh, it's also a flail.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh my god.
be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. Wear a damn mask for the love of God.
Use adult supervision if you choose to play with fire.
Exactly. Stay weird, because let's be honest, none of us are normal out there. So all you can be is yourself. Take care. We love you, and we will see you next week. Okay. All right. Mwah. Good night, y'all.